Brothers and sisters, good day to all English-speaking volunteers in the United States. Very grateful to have this opportunity to gather with everyone online and learn together. Currently, such English volunteer training courses are available not only in the US, but Taiwan too. Taiwan headquarters has organized several online English volunteer training courses globally. Most of the attendees were African volunteers. Nowadays, English-speaking volunteers play a very important role in promoting Tzu Chi missions worldwide. Me personally too have been chairing a monthly question and answer session during our online English book study. I cherish this learning opportunity very much because learning has no ends. Once we stop learning, we regress. There is a very good saying, the army can be idled from the battlefield for 1,000 days, but it cannot be one day without training. Same thing, we may not apply Dharma for 1,000 days, but we cannot be one day without learning. So every day we must learn Dharma proactively and diligently. In Buddhism, there is a term called the 6 perfections in 10,000 ways. Doing Tzu Chi means walking on Bodhisattva path. There are 6 methods of walking the Bodhisattva path. Hence, these 6 methods are also called the 6 paramitas. These 6 methods are giving, upholding precepts, endurance, diligence, samadhi, and wisdom. Total 6 methods. Upholding and practicing these 6 perfections is a remedy to tame humans' greedy, break the law, anger, idleness, scattered, and ignorance. What is practicing these 6 perfections in 10,000 ways? What do I mean by that? It means these 6 methods are solutions to one's liberation, which delivering oneself from shore of suffering to the opposite shore. That means word of brightness. Perfection in 6 perfections means helping or liberating oneself. What is 10,000 ways? It means you need to do or practice each of these 6 methods for 10,000 times. Means you must persevere and repeatedly practice in order to see the good result. The first method in these 6 perfections is giving. Giving means letting go of something. If we want to curb our greed and desires, we must start by giving. We must be willing to give and contribute, then only we can learn to curb our greed and desire bit by bit. Start from small giving, then slowly increase its amount. Give money, give time, give your skills, donate blood, donate bone marrow, donate human organs, being silent mentor, etc. These are tangible giving. So we want to practice and progress from tangible to intangible giving. What is intangible giving? It means letting go of afflictions, worries, sufferings, self-view, self-opinion, etc. Letting go of them means we are liberated from them, even to the state of liberating ourselves from birth and death. All this need to start from small giving. Without a start, one will not able to give wholehearted and genuinely in the future, nor will one be able to give from tangible to intangible form. This is the importance of the giving and why it is placed first among the 6 methods. The second perfection is upholding precepts. To gain accomplishment in learning Buddha, we not only have to live a simple life, but also a disciplined life. Hence, firm upholding precepts give rise to samadhi, and samadhi will lead us to wisdom. Even if we are surrounded by chaos, dangers, we must always remain unaffected and unswayed by external conditions. To achieve this, our behaviors must comply with certain rules and precepts in order to prevent us from doing wrong deeds. Upholding precepts and self-discipline can assist us in cultivation. In order to avoid cultivators from carelessly slip into the state of harming our wisdom life. Buddha has established precepts 2,500 years ago as a precautionary way to restrain our speeches and behaviors. Master Ching Yen thinks that Tzu people's cultivation should always keep abreast with the current era development. Thus, Master established 10 precepts. No participation in political activities is one of the 10 precepts. We can concern about the politics, but don't get involved. That's what it means. The third perfection is endurance. Simply speaking, endurance means cannot lose temper or get angry. It means we need to know how to suppress the anger. The first condition to good EQ is practice endurance. One who practices endurance will reap the fruit of good appearance or good look. If you cannot endure, you will easily lose temper. And Jin's aphorism says, losing temper is temporary madness. So, how can we have a nice face if we always act like a crazy person, right? In Buddhism's perspective, we not only need to endure unfavorable conditions, but also need to endure favorable ones. Endurance in unfavorable conditions means not putting yourself in negativity, pessimism, or depression. Endurance in favorable conditions means not too excited or too pleased while in good times. It means we must maintain peace of mind and equanimity always. Okay, the fourth perfection is diligence. Among these 6 perfections, there is a reason why diligence is placed after endurance. And it is to remind us that even if we are humiliated, abused, wronged, or misunderstood, in such condition, not only we don't get angry, but continue to practice diligently, then we will be able to come out of the misery even quicker. This is considered as superior wisdom. But actually, diligence is a kind of skillful means too. Because one who is diligent will tend to be busier. They will be so busy until they have no time to get afflicted, or busy until they forget about their troubles, or no time for talking, listening, or spreading gossips, or no time to see other people's flaws, no time to criticize others, some even no time to get sick. That's why Diligence is also a skillful means to eliminate afflictions. Okay, the fifth perfection is samadhi. Samadhi means being unaffected by external states. Focus is to have a still and unscattered mind. Combining both is samadhi and concentration. A mind that is unattached or unaffected by external status means the mind remains uninfluenced by external circumstances. We mentioned just now, no matter we are in favorable or unfavorable conditions, we must remain calm, steady, equanimous, and unaffected. A mind that is not scattered means a mind that is still, not emotionally stirred or fluctuate. A still mind is like a calm and tranquil water, no ripples, no waves. So to achieve an unaffected mind and still mind, we must first keep ourselves away from living in an aimless and scattered life. Okay, the sixth perfection is wisdom. Whether you are here to volunteer or cultivate Buddhism, the final goal is to grow your wisdom, even if you know many Buddhism principles or knowledge. But if you don't turn this knowledge into wisdom, then all these principles will just remain as knowledge on a cognitive level. It will not help in your liberation or awakening. Okay, above 6 methods of walking on the Bodhisattva path is called practicing the 6 perfections in 10,000 ways. Brothers and sisters, what is Buddha Dhamma? Buddha Dhamma means look away and let go of things. Buddha Dhamma also means forsake or giving. To walk on Bodhisattva path, the first thing to learn is to give. That's why it is placed first among the 6. If we cannot even practice giving, it would be pointless to talk about others. Just like if we cannot even do well in elementary school, how we perform in high school. For all of you to attend these training courses today, you must first be willing to give your time, right? If you don't arrange or allocate your time for this training, you will have no time for it. But no time doesn't mean not having the time. You would rather spend your time on other things than attending this course. So willing to allocate time is also a type of giving. Once a man went crying and complaining to Buddha. He said, I achieve no success in whatever I do. Why? Buddha said, because you never learn to give. The man said, but I'm a poor person that wants nothing at all. Buddha said, that's not true. Even if you have no money, there are 7 things you still can give to others. First, giving of sight. It means see others with kind or good intention. Second, giving of amiability. It means get along well with others or interact with smiles. Third, giving of speech. It means use more encouraging, comforting, praising, modest, and gentle languages. Fourth, giving of physique. It means carry out concrete actions to help others. Number 5, giving of heart. It means be open-minded and broad-hearted. Treat others with sincerity. Don't say what you don't mean. Number 6, giving of seat. It means give your seat to the elderly, women or children while taking public rights. 7, giving of shelter. It means give your spare room, house, or space of living for others to rest or stay in. Okay, total 7. If you nurture and practice these 7 habits, even you have no money, luck will come to you eventually. Master says, Tzu Buddhism for cultivation does not focus on sitting meditation. So it is not Zen Buddhism. It doesn't focus on chanting Buddha's name. So it is not Pure Land Buddhism either. It focuses on with a heart of loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, carrying out actions to relieve the suffering and pain of others. Internal cultivation of sincerity, integrity, faith, and honesty. External practice of loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Internal aspiration of 4 great vows. External practice of 4 infinite might. Regardless of which Buddhism it is separable from the 6 paramitas, and it is inseparable from precepts, samadhi, and wisdom as well. Ultimately, we must enter masses and put the principle into actions. That means put Buddha Dharma into our daily life. Why it is so important to enter the masses? Why? Because the masses are like a muddy pond filled with 5 turbidities and evilness. For pure and beautiful lotus flower to blossom, it has to grow in the muddy pond. But lotus flower grows out of muddy pond, untainted. Similarly, to improve in our spiritual cultivation, we must practice in the masses. Without the masses, there is no Dharma to cultivate. So everyone who carries Dharma is our teacher, and everywhere is the cultivation ground. Although there are many conflicts in the masses, we must learn to avoid the conflicts, but not to avoid the masses. This is a very important concept in the cultivation of Bodhisattva path. Taking concrete actions means our actions must carry principles or Dharma teachings. A mind that carries Dharma is a mind that plays the master's role. It means we are able to control all situations instead of being in Dharma, linger in limbo, not knowing what to do, or indecisive. To implement actions, there must be an objective to avoid working hard toward the wrong direction, or mindful but doing the wrong deeds. The objective in this case is the source or root of Dharma lineage. So Dharma lineage is the door of wisdom. School of Buddhism is the door of compassion. So combine these 2 together is called exercising compassion and wisdom in parallel. Only by practicing both, we can overcome difficulties and always easily break through the bottleneck in our life. 2,500 years ago, Buddha expounded one vehicle, great Dharma. It was only at the last 7 years of Buddha's Dharma teaching. All the disciples were getting old, and time was running out too. Being in the evil world of 5 turbidities, Master says, now is actually the best time to make use of the time, space, and affinities between people. To return from small to great vehicle, teaching, understanding, 3 vehicles but return to only 1 vehicle. Let go of the skillful means and adopt the true Dharma. Thus, 1 vehicle great Dharma was expounded 2,500 years ago, but it is best applied in this era. The Eastern glazed Pure Land or the Western blissful Pure Land are also skillful means teachings. Eastern and Western is just a name. Pure Land is just a spiritual state of mind. It is not far-fetched and unreachable. Actually, the real Pure Land resides in our mind. That's why we say purity of the mind is purity of the Buddha land. Also, there is no need to seek for Buddha on the holy mountain, as the holy mountain is just right in our heart. So we need not seek for holy mountain on outside, because it is right in our mind as well. If our mind is not pure, then everywhere is defiled land, no matter where we are. If our mind is pure, everywhere is pure land, no matter where we are. If our mind is righteous, all that we learn will be the right Dharma, true Dharma. If our mind is deviant, all what we learn will be straight teachings. Similarly, if the mind is pure, all that we learn will become wisdom. If the mind is defiled, all that we learn will become prejudice. So everything originates from our mind. Well wishes to all. Hope all of you gain blessings, wisdom, and Dharma joy from today's volunteer training course. Thank you for your attending this class, and thank you for your listening. Goodbye, everybody.